Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny and this is Sips and Rips with Blue Tape Sports Cards, and this is the channel where we sip, I rip, and we see what kind of bangers and fun we can't get into. And today we have a head-to-head battle between 2025 Absolute Football and Mosaic Football. This is going to be a very exciting rip. Both have the potential to be absolute bangers. So I'm looking forward to getting into this with you guys. And before we get started, there's a few ways that you can help me support the channel. One of them is free to you. You can comment on the video, you can hit the like button, and if you wanted to somewhere in this video, you could subscribe. If you do, at 2,000 subscribers, we are going to be giving away this 2025 Costco Donruss exclusive box. It's going to be free of charge. All you have to do to get entered into the giveaway is like, comment, subscribe, and that helps support the channel. But if anything, if you could hit the like button, I'd be forever grateful, and that would get this out in the algorithm. And then down in the description, you will see a link to my eBay store. Pretty much everything from these rips gets listed into that store, running 99-cent auctions. Plus, there is a discount code for 15% off. So this is going to be really fun. This is our first time on the channel getting into Absolute this year. I was at Walmart, saw these, so I picked up a few of them. We will be Kaboom hunting. As we know, Absolute has the potential to basically be absolute booty. That's my experience, unless you hit a Kaboom. So I'm really excited for this. This will be a lot of fun. I'm hoping that Panini, because they're losing the licensing to Fanatics, tops that they'll come out swinging, and maybe it'll be just a really fun rip like this Mosaic was. The last rip on the Mosaic was amazing. We did 10 blasters. This is some from the last half of that case. I had 10 left, so we have 3 of these. We're searching for stained glasses, Micro Mosaics. Hopefully never hit one. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to start with Absolute, because I haven't seen any of it this year. I haven't watched any get ripped, so I don't know what the cards are looking like this year. So this will be fun to do a product review. If you were rolling into Walmart or Meijer or Target, wherever you were, and you saw these sitting on the shelves, are you gonna get some of each? I would, but maybe, you can only do one or the other. So this will give you an idea of what's in each of these. So let's take a look at Absolute this year. Now starting off here, we've got backwards and a backwards. So I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know if I like how that's laid out. All right, so we've got some forwards. So let's flip these guys around. We'll get an idea once we get through a few of these. So we get a rookie wave. Kyle Williams. George Kittle here. So it looks like that is like a green. I didn't read any of the boxes to you guys. I'm sorry. I was just so excited to get into this. We'll do that on the next one. Roma Dunze. So I will say that I do like this a lot better than last year's Absolute. I think the cards do look better. Yeah, no, these are solid. Michael Penix Jr. and Mike Evans. Okay, so if this is your first time seeing Absolute, the quality seems okay. This one's like, well, I say that, but then this guy's super dinged up down here in the corner, you can see. So they are pretty papery, so you got to hope that it doesn't get banged up. Quality, for any of you guys that are trying to get these through PSA, there's a lot of whitening at the bottom of these cards. Looks like you can see there. So these we'll find out, they might be a little bit hard to get graded. So we'll see as we go through them. But of course, we're looking for Absolute. They're that thicker stock. Not Absolute, that was dumb, sorry, but Kabooms. I am not a fan of how these cards are in these packs. Holy smokes. I think we've got a mem card here, so let's do this. Let's flip around to the back. We have Trey Hendrickson, Bucky Irving, Tank Bigsby, Jalen Hurts. There you go. Justin Herbert, Calvin Ridley, Jalen Milroe. Now I did bring, I figured we could get some mem cards, so I did get us some thicker sleeves here. So I hope that you all have had an amazing weekend. I thank you for stopping in, ripping these cards with me, checking them out. And I hope you just had a really good weekend. You got time to, if it's not cold, touch some grass, get outside, hang out with some friends and family. I had a great weekend, super mellow, just chilling. Got to hang out. Let me know if you got to rip any cards this weekend. If you did, what were your best pulls? What did you see get pulled? I don't know that I like how I'm going to have to flip these around like that every time. But curious, there's been a lot of comments with people letting me know what they've been pulling. There's been some absolute bangers coming out. So we have a walking tall here. It's maybe a purple, might be a parallel. So it looks a couple rookie. We have Aston Genty there and maybe Quinn Ewers, I'm guessing. I don't know what he actually looks like, so can't say. DJ Giddens. Dylan Gabriel there. Cool. I do like this year's Absolute over last year's. Last year's it had kind of like the slants going down the sides. Wasn't a biggest fan of that, but this is all right. So we're about halfway through this first blaster. Let me know what you guys think. As far as Absolute, Mosaic, as we get going through these, which one you think is better? Man, dude, I don't like this. If we get in a Kaboom, we're going to know like right out the gate. Dak Prescott, put that aside. As some of you may know, I do save George Pickens. That's cool. I do save a lot of these Cowboys cards. Caleb Williams for a family friend. Pack Attack. Another green here. All right, so I'm not too impressed with Absolute. It is hitting like really like just the feel of it. It's going to be a rough rip. You know, if we don't get anything super big, maybe like a really good low-numbered card. I have pulled some decent, you know, kind of like laundry tags out of Absolute. All right. Totally gave that away, but that's okay. Jacoby Myers, Jaden Reed, Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors, crushing it on some last year's rookies. Luther Burden here. Woody Marks. All right, so nothing too crazy there. I didn't notice any parallels. It will be pointed out in the comments. I appreciate that, actually. And good looking out, everybody that lets me know on like certain parallels, things like that that I may have missed. A lot of these that we're ripping are kind of new products, so we don't necessarily know. Sam Darnold, Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, buddy. Patty Mahomes, Jackson Smith. Tyrone Tracy on the draft diamonds. Green here, Siobhan. Jalen Noel. So that was the first box of Absolute. It was nothing crazy. I didn't even talk about it. I was laughing before the video that this matches the Mosaic boxes. This new Sam Adams Winter Ale. It's pretty delicious, y'all. So that's what we're sipping on today. Let me know in the comments down below what it is you're sipping on. But let's go Mosaic. Now, for those of you that this is your first video, go back, check out the last Mosaic video. It was fire. We had 10 of these boxes. I mean, that had to have been all the hits. I don't know what the last 3 boxes or the last 10 boxes that I have are going to do. It was just a crazy rip. I'm hoping that these are going to be equally nuts. But let's see what we get. Kurt Warner on our Hall of Fame. Jalen Milroe. So already, I'm loving Mosaic. If you're a longtime watcher on the channel, I mean, Mosaic is where it's at for me. I love the color. I love the cards. A lot of the thicker stock. All right. I just love them. And already, like, I'm feeling that they hit. Yeah, we got a lot of greens here. But these don't, to me, really feel like parallels, right? Like, this is a parallel. Super good looking card. So, we're really searching for Kabooms when it comes to this side over here. But over here, I mean, we got a lot of case hits we can get. J.J. McCarthy on the green Mosaic. Jaden Daniels, that would have been a crazy pack last year. Zach Ertz. I'm so excited to get into this, guys. You have no idea. Matthew Stafford, sick. Terrell Owens. Gabriel Davis. It hit just so hard last time, and I love getting Kabooms. And last year, Absolute is what got us on the It Sports Cards Top 10, the last January's, so almost a year ago. like number 6, I think, with that Bo Nix Kaboom. I would love to repeat that. Drake May, his cards are going crazy in the store right now. Jack Beach. Now, for those of you that don't know, these ones with the helmets off, these are the rookie variations. You can see the V right there, so check out for those. Watch out. All right, let's see what else we've got. Gonna get another green mosaic here. Tosh Brooks, DJ Giddens. We're hoping to get some Jackson Dart, Shadur Sanders, all those guys. That's what we're hoping for on the parallels. Now, both blasters, pretty unimpressive. I do like Mosaic. The bangs this year are cool. I do like Mosaic better. Just overall, I feel this stack of parallels is way better than this one. So for like similar price value, I'd lean Mosaic just for ripping and having fun over Absolute. But let's go on over this one. And on these second boxes, I will kind of give you a glimpse at the side. You're going to see that in Absolute, there's not a lot. Like really what we're looking for, Kaboom horizontals, that's the one. But we can get numbered cards as low as 50, it looks like, but as high as 825. Draft Diamonds jerseys, so there's not really much. It looks like kaleidoscopes, those could be fun, but not a lot. It's Kaboom hunting. Now, I don't think we're going to get any numbered Kabooms or anything like that out of these Absolute. I think that's kind of reserved for hobbies, that kind of thing. And this really is the worst, the way that these are coming out of these boxes. Will Anderson, Bo Nix, tearing it up this year. Lamar Jackson. Alec. And then back here, 2 back-to-backs. Chase Brown. So there's our green. Dylan Gabriel again. So I think that we're going to get maybe a mem or auto per box. We'll see how that averages out. Aaron Jones, Jerome Ford, Monra St. Brown, Derrick Henry. Here's one of those Hog Heavens. I think I might have liked the inserts last year a little bit better. We'll see as we get through this other one. I like the cards themselves as far as the base cards. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if you've had a chance to rip this year's versus last year's. If you know, let me know what you think. Like last year's inserts may have been a little bit better, but main base cards I think are better looking. CeeDee Lamb, we'll stick that one aside. Bryce Young, Puka, Jake Ferguson, Jalen Royal. So Absolute does continue to be absolute garbage so far. We're just hoping to see that shimmer at the edge. Kenneth Walker, Justin Jefferson, CJ Stroud, Tyrone Tracy, Xavier Legette, Ty Robinson for our rookie. So we haven't hit any of the rookies we're looking for yet. So that's a little bit disappointing. Few blasters in like we are. That's all right. We've got a few more. And it's just a blessing to rip packs. This is just a lot of fun. I love the hunt. Jaden Daniels, sick looking card. Cool image. Now, I do think that these cards are coming out a little bit better than last year's. As far as the quality on them on the edging. I like the feel of them this year. Last year they were a lot more papery. This has just a little bit more of a glossy feel, and I think that that's helping with the edging. That's pretty cool. I do like that. So hopefully we hit something awesome. And that could be this pack, could be that one. That box there, we don't know. It only takes one. No mem card, so maybe we get an auto. Let's find out. Let's get these ones first. So this looks like it'll be like a pink, maybe. I'll check it out afterwards. Mark Jackson, Josh Jacobs, Drake May, Zay Flowers. So not bad, but definitely less. Not as good as the other one. We got that mem card in the other box. Now I do have a few more of each of these. I think I've got about 7 more. No, 7, because I had 10 left. So I've got 7 of these Mosaic. And I think 3 or 4 of the Absolute left. So we'll do some other videos on those. We'll find out what's in those boxes. Bryce Young here. We're going to get a silver. Let's hope we get a good rookie. Carson Schweisinger. Tyrone Tracy Jr. Cade Otton and Mike Evans. So these Mosaic, though, definitely better looking cards. David Jaden Higgins, Tyrone Tracy. So we still have not seen a good rookie QB yet. Quinyon Mitchell to start us off. There's a Jackson Dart. We'll take it. Kyle Williams. There's a bang. RJ Harvey on the variation. All right. Sick. We finally saw a Jackson Dart. We'll take it. It's a base rookie, but we will roll with it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm leaning towards, just because I like them better, Mosaic so far. Absolute is still proving, even though I like the cards and the quality's better than last year, it's still hitting just like you'd expect from Absolute. There's Dylan Gabriel. Oh, shoot. Back-to-back. Image variation and the notoriety. That's fun. Audric Estime. Okay, 2 left from that second blaster. Chris Boswell. Colston Loveland. There's our orange in here. It's going to be an insert. Caleb Johnson there. Jordan Love on the Touchdown Masters. Nice. Jimmy Sherwood and Tim Brown. Okay, last one of this one. I think it's kind of sort of no contest. Like, all blasters have been rough out of this rip, but Bucky Irving, Jaden Higgins, all base here. Bijan Robinson, James Conner, and Terry McLaurin. All of them have been rough. Like, from an ROI's perspective, you know, each, this is what, like a $180 rip, something like that. Each side was like $90, something like that. So definitely haven't got that value out of any of them. But Mosaic, I think, hands down, is taking the cake. Inserts are better looking. The parallels are better looking. Let's just go from here. Draft Diamonds of Isaiah Likely. Harold Fannin on our green. CJ Stroud. Nico. Jacoby Myers. All right, so there's all our base there. Definitely nothing stand-worthy yet. Yeah, not liking how these come out. Bijan, Justin Jefferson, Michael Pittman, Dak Prescott, Matthew Golden. So none of the rookies that we're really after out of Absolute at all yet. Introductions coming up. Aces. Xavier Worthy on our green. Trevor Lawrence there and Tony Pollard. Nothing too nuts. Butchered that pack. There we go. Saddle up there. There's our green. Robert Collins, Derrick Henry. So basically fumbling through. Now I think this is going to have a mem card in it. It's that or a Kaboom. There's something there. I don't want to see it. It's going to be a mem card. Puka there. Roma Dunze. Elijah Arroyo. So neat that we're seeing some mem cards though. Absolute is good for that. You do get your paper napkins out of it. So it is better for those reasons. We are getting the mem cards out of it, but overall cards and parallels, Mosaic all day. Donovan Jackson. All right, what do we got here? Rookie wave. Green. All right, so that was that. Absolute has proven to be still just the Kaboom lotto ticket. If I were ripping for collecting, I don't know that I would buy just Absolute, like to build a set off of or do anything like that and search for the rookies I'm looking for. I'd pick up Mosaic all day in that front. Cards just look way better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I've just been so excited to get into these that I've been forgetting to sip. So we're going to take a drink real quick. All right. Last blaster. CJ Stroud. There's Cam Moore. Nice. Puka. Sean Judkins on the variation. Now, I'm not necessarily expecting these Mosaic to be hiding anything crazy sneaky because out of that same lot, we crushed it in the last one. Devon Chain. Marion Hampton. So I'm not necessarily thinking, but who knows? Maybe we got one of the hottest cases that there ever was of this because it was nuts. I am hoping and praying that we get a Micro Mosaic. Nice color match there. Savion Williams. Lamar Jackson. Austin Hopper. Drake May. JJ. All right, 3 left. It's going to be a monster. It's got to happen now. Zaire Franklin. We're going to get our orange here. Jacoby Myers. Michael Irvin. Jalen Milroe on the variation, which are definitely not short print. They come out at a pretty regular pace. Gonna get a kid reporter in this one. Derek Harmon. Brian Thomas Jr. All base. Adam Thielen. Okay, last one. May the odds be ever in our favor. What are we gonna get? Nothing crazy, but that's all right. David Montgomery on the silver. CJ Stroud. That's cool on the green Mosaic. And Terrell Owens. All right, everyone. Well, this was ROI perspective. Why is a pretty rough rip. Yeah. We already said it, about $180 worth of cards. Definitely didn't get that in value, but we did get it in fun. Now, review between the two. Here's our stack of parallels for Mosaic. Now, these are thinner cards, but here's our stack of parallels over here on Absolute. This is what it looks like when you kind of fumble through these. Not great, right? They look like the base cards with a green strip. Here's your parallels for Mosaic. Again, I think Mosaic takes the cake all day, every day. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And as a reminder, at 2,000 subscribers, we're going to give away this 2025 Costco Donruss football box. I'm really excited to give that away. We're creeping up, only about 700 to go. So everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this with me. You're all part of this journey. And I look forward to seeing you again. Until next time, God bless.